Ladies and gents, girls and boys, how you doing today? Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com. Look at this little thing. It's the most teeny weeny, itsy bitsy Lake Placid Blue Bass-Rini that I've got here from History, which is made in Japan by Fujigen for the Shimamura Music Corporation, which is a chain here in Japan. It has many shops all over the country. And it sounds pretty good. It plays really nicely. I do have trouble with the string spacing personally though. It's very tight, 16 millimeters. But for the convenience and quality of the convenience of having such a small lightweight instrument to travel with, you can take it on a plane as hand luggage, no problem at all. It's brilliant, you know. It's one of the best mini basses I've seen. I've tried out some of the other mini basses on the market, which are what they call high quality mini basses, such as the Tiny Boy, and the Tiny Boy is good, but I think this is equally as good. It doesn't cost as much, and it's got more of classic looks, so I kind of prefer it in many respects. Scale length is the same, and the you know, the playability and response is basically the same, just as good. You know, when you've got a very short scale and you've got thick strings for bass response, for bass tunings, you're bound to get problems with sustain. Sustain will not be as good as on a full scale instrument with a heavier body weight. You know, it's just physics, but it's actually really surprisingly decent, you know. It's quite nice. The fundamental is definitely not as strong as you would get on a full-size scale and body, definitely. But, you know, and I'm on the rear pickup here, by the way. That's with the tone full up. Let's go with the tone down. Yeah, pretty nice. I do find that the spacing quite, I can't articulate like I can on a wider spacing. It's just a matter of getting used to it, that's all. I'm sure with a little bit of yeah, I could get used to it, but you know, I'm most comfortable on 18 or 19 millimeter spacings. And 17 is okay. You know, it's not my preference, but you know, if I had to travel somewhere and I wanted to take something with me that I can just, I don't have to worry about checking it in. I don't have to pay extra to check it in, or I don't have to pay for an extra seat on the plane. I just want to check it in. I just want to take it on as carry-on baggage. This would be my choice. So, you know, the build quality is nice, the fit and finish. I mean, it's basically just like looking at you know, a scaled down history jazz bass. You know, it's very, very well made. The fit is tight. The materials are nice. You've got a walnut and maple neck in satin finish. It's very rugged, reliable neck. Bone nut, Goto GB 707 tuning pegs with high gear ratio. So the tuning is very accurate. The bridge looks like a standard size plate, but they've made mini saddles for this model. Steel. The pickups are, I think, looking at these, they look like they're ceramics. I'm not sure about that though. I don't know if there's a magnet on the back. Haven't taken them out to look at it, but they're bound, and they're obviously purpose built for this model. I like it. Yeah, so you've heard it on the rear pickup. Let's go balanced with the tone up and just see what. Nice. Again, the fundamental doesn't punch as much as it would on a full-size body. Oh, it's not too bad though, you know, considering size. This thing weighs about, I think it's under 2 kilograms, so it's really light. It's just like nothing. But it is it's an older body with a rosewood, beautiful rosewood fretboard. I already told you what the neck's made of. But yeah, the nut, you know, it's just as good as any. It's a bone nut. It's just as good as the cut on any of the other History models, the full size ones. And you know, History are a good brand here in Japan. They've done some high end builds as well. Of course, it's all made by Fujigen for the Shimamura music chain. But I've had a fair few of the high end builds, and they're just as good as, you know, like Moon or Atelier Z, you know, and the prices are similar too for the high-end ones. But these basic History jazz basses and precision basses are all kind of like similar price to Fender Japan. So and the build quality is equally as good, in my opinion. There's very little difference at all. In fact, I would say the History are in some cases better than the Fender Japan these days. So there's just more. The pickups tend to be better, and yeah, they do some things that make them unique, and make them stand out from Fender Japan. However, you know, they have the original beak style headstock, so they can't have a Fender style headstock. Anyway, that's beside the point. It's a good bass. Let's go with the front pickup, toned down. Fingerstyle. So yeah, tone up. Yeah, I mean, you get the idea. It's a sweet little thing, man. And again, just back to balance with everything up. You know, when you get up to the higher frets on like the A and E string, the notes start to get a lot shorter, of course. That's bound to happen, just physics, but it's very usable. Yeah, I mean, you could probably even gig this, if, you know, but perfect travel companion, in my opinion. You know, definitely a great choice for children who are learning. And then just an excellent travel companion for those of you who want something that is very easy to take around and is enjoyable and fun to play and is good quality playing experience. So that'll do it, guys. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the History Mini Bass, made in Japan by Fujigen, and this one is listing as linked below in the Shopify carousel and also in the description. All right, see you guys soon. Take care, and season's greetings, by the way.